All right, welcome back, everyone. The winter weather means we are spending a lot more time indoors. And, you know, with young kids at home, you might be looking for some fun boredom busters.
Dr. Katie Bieberdorf, also known as the Kate the Chemist, is a chemist, author, science entertainer, and a professor of University of Texas who loves showing kids science experiments they can do right in their own home. She's joining us now with some great ideas. First of all, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate taking the time.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, you're going to demo 3 projects for us. And I'll tell you that I love this because I always felt like I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. They were fun, but I thought, what am I supposed to do with my kids? And then you just start Googling. But you've got great scientific projects that our kids aren't even going to feel like they're learning. It's just fun.
Well, that's the goal, right? Science is my absolute favorite thing in the entire world. And so I thought if I could come up with a couple different ideas that parents can do at home, like on a snow day, so with things that you might already have in your pantry, that this is the best way to go to keep kids occupied. And if they learn something along the way, then perfect.
Okay.
That's terrific. All right, so
Instant snow.
instant snow.
All right, let's do it. So Instant Snow is really easy. You can buy this powder. It's called Instant Snow. If you're Steve Spangler fans, you already know about this. He's another science nerd like me, and we try to, promote science and outreach. But if you don't have this, just go grab a baby diaper or an adult diaper, just gut it open, grab the powder from inside. And what you'll be using is this powder. It's the same exact thing from the diaper. It's called sodium polyacrylate. And so the ratio you want to use is about 1 teaspoon to about a 1/4 cup of water. So this little blue thing that comes in this Instant Snow, if you want to buy this package, that's the 1 teaspoon. And so then you're ready to go. Okay, so we did 4 scoops right there. So I want you to look. I have beakers everywhere, but you don't have to use a beaker. You can use a cup or a bowl, whatever you got, it'll work. But I want you to look and see that our powder barely covers the bottom of our beaker. So there's barely any snow there. So then what I'm going to do is add a cup of water, but to make it fun, we can add food coloring. Do you guys have a preference? I have yellow, green, and blue today.
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
Yellow? Oh, I like it. I like it. So let's add some yellow. So, make some yellow snow. I'm with you on the pun. I'm here for it. I like it. So we'll just swoosh in. You can add as much as you want. It doesn't matter. And now what we're going to do is add the 1 cup of water. And I want you to watch the powder and see what happens here. And so are you watching it?
Yeah,
and so you can see that it went from like just that little bit at the bottom. It absorbs all of this water.
And that's what's inside of a diaper?
Yes, exactly. And if you look, I wish you could feel this because it is so dry. It's a little cool because it's an endothermic reaction, but it's dry. It absorbs all the water, sucks it in, which is what you want to happen in a diaper. But isn't that neat? Look how high it is. It's past the 500 mark.
Now, can they play
amazing.
with it, or will it get everywhere? Like, can it go on the table, or you don't advise that?
I mean, it depends on what kind of mom you are, right? Like, if you're okay with messes, maybe
keep
throw
it in
a
the
tarp
beaker.
down,
Okay.
But it's biodegradable, which is cool. So if you're outside, you can use it there. And if you're in a place that's hot, like Texas, you can leave it outside. The sun will actually desorb the water, and you'll go back to the powder. Only difference is now we have yellow snow instead of white.
All right, we only have about 3 minutes. I want to get to the other 2.
Don't worry, I got you. Okay, so the next one, we're going to go with Bouncy Snowballs. This is a really easy one to do. All you need is eggs and vinegar. It can be any type of vinegar. We just need to make sure it has acetic acid in there, which your white vinegar always does. So you're going to take your eggs. These are just raw eggs. Grab your vinegar, and you're going to pour it over the eggs. So it's all the way completely, all the eggs are completely submerged. If you want to have fun with it and change the color of your snowballs, then you can just throw some food coloring in. This is a great one to do when you have like 2 snow days in a row, or maybe you're with grandma for the weekend, because you need to let it soak in the acetic acid, the vinegar, for about 2 days. So I set up my eggs 2 days ago. And so this is what they look like. I got to be really careful here. So after they've been soaked in the vinegar, they absorb any food coloring, and the entire shell is eaten away. So then what you do is grab a baking sheet, because if you don't like medicines, you want to grab the baking sheet. It's going to have the lip on there, and then your snowballs will bounce. And you can actually bounce your egg on here. Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh.
That is so cool.
That's like if you forgot your Easter eggs.
Exactly.
They'd be the next day.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And there's absolutely a limit to it, though. So make sure you're outside if you're getting really high, because eventually the snowballs will absolutely bust.
Okay.
All right.
One more? Do we have time for one more?
Yeah.
One more.
Okay,
Puffy
perfect.
slime.
So now let's say you want to actually make a puffy snowball. So what we're going to do is make what I refer to as puffy slime. You can push this all together
That looks
And
like
it comes
fun.
out, it'll kind of stick together in a glob. It's of course sticking to my gloves right now, but it is so cathartic. It feels so good. And you can make essentially a snowball, and this is something you can throw at each other. All you need is 1 cup of glue. You want to use Elmer's glue here, quality glue. 3 cups of shaving cream. You can use more if you want it to be fluffier. Then you want 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Stir it all together. Make sure you've got a homogeneous mixture. Throw in 2 tablespoons of contact solution, and there you go. You've got your puppy slime. The longer you let it sit, the more it like suits together like this. But if you just kind of play with it right away, you're going to have this really goopy, wonderful, fluffy snowball.
And that's not the kind that's going to ruin all my furniture like my kid's old slime.
I mean, it's puffy. I mean, look, you can see what's happening. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe this is an outdoor activity.
We went through the slime stage. Lots of stuff had to be thrown away.
Kate, we have about 30 seconds. Tell us about yourself. Where did you go to school and how did you become you?
I went to University of Michigan for undergrad, University of Texas for my PhD, so hook 'em horns. I'm a chemistry professor there. I've written a ton of different books. My bestseller is Big Book of Experiments. I also have the follow-up, The Awesome Book of Edible Experiments for Kids. Amazon picked them the best books of the year. They're awesome. Check it out. They're 25 experiments you can do at home with stuff you probably already have in your pantry.
That's awesome.
Go blue.
Go blue. Yes.
Go blue. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yes. We fellow Wolverine. All right. You can visit Kate's website. It's katethechemist.com. And I love that. That's a great book. Also, follow along on Instagram and TikTok
Look at her in that
Kate
picture.
the Chemist. Your kids will think she's cool because she's on TikTok.
Thank you so much, Kate. We appreciate it.